right, you guys have asked for this. You guys have said you want to see a review on these Takomo irons. I will start off hot right now and say, whenever I posted this on Instagram saying that I signed with Takomo, you got not everyone, but some people were like, oh no, your game's gonna go to shit, clubs are gonna make you lose your career, like so much negative stuff. I'm like, guys, they're just blocks of metal. I don't even know if Takomo even wants me to say this stuff. First of all, they look great. I have the 301 MBs, and I will say this, I think a lot of you guys, especially the ones that were skeptical on the performance on these irons and everything, I think you guys are falling for the marketing, honestly. These are just muscle backs. This is a cavity back. I have the 301 CB in this one, and it's like, I was gonna call one of the guys at Tacomo to make sure, but like, honestly, I'm just gonna speak straight from the heart. You guys are just falling for the marketing. There's just blocks of metal. No matter what company you go with, there's just blocks of metal. You put most of the weight in the bottom. They move the weight around a little bit here and there, different years, but it's like, it's the same thing over and over again. And I will say, since I've switched to these irons, obviously every one of those Asian Tour events that I've played, I've been using these clubs. So I've made the cut in one of the Thailand events. I was really close in the New Zealand one. I was playing some good solid golf there. Had a putt to make the cut, and then played some actually really nice in Macau. I think I was like T15 or 20th at one point. Obviously didn't finish the way I wanted, but still, like, I'm playing some good golf, switching to this stuff. And I don't know, hit a couple shots here. I'm at the Live Duels thing. I am probably the only one here filming a club review when we're all supposed to be getting ready, but I will say this as a caveat, I'm not a huge equipment guy. I'm not a huge like junkie on this stuff. So if you think that makes me not qualified, so be it, I understand. I don't know what I'm talking about, sure. But I feel like I know what I'm looking for in a ball flight, off the face, and just kind of general feel off the face as well. Like, I don't know, if you guys don't think I'm good enough, then fine, but I genuinely cannot notice a difference between these Tacomos and the old Callaways that I used to have, which were also blades. I don't even know if I'm even supposed to say the company name, but oh well. Currently hitting the 9-iron. Fun fact for you guys, I usually, whenever I go on the range, I usually hit my 9-iron and then I go to my 6-iron. Usually I just go straight to the driver because I just like, whatever, don't have a whole lot of time. But the reason why I hit 9 and 6-iron, it's kind of off topic, but I used to be with Nike and they got out of the club business. So I was stuck with Nike clubs with no sponsors, and I had like old clubs. Wasn't able to renew them because I didn't have a whole lot of money, so I just only hit my 9-iron, 6-iron just to preserve the grooves on all the other clubs. And it just kind of stuck with me now. I still do it, but that is totally irrelevant. Watch this. Go with the 9-iron. I'll go up to the 6 just out of habit, but also clean your clubs. Don't do what I just did. Put it back in the bag and clean. Clean your clubs, kids. But 6-iron is still the MB, and then I switch over to the 5-iron, which is the CB, 301 CB. That's the cavity back. So I got CBs from the 5-iron to the 4-iron. So just 2 clubs in the CBs.
And why have you got those 2 in that particular?
Oh, and these. Yeah. So the 5-iron, 4-iron, I kind of need a little bit of help getting the ball up in the air. So the cavity backs will help you do that a little bit more, just because they have a little bit more weight in the bottom, and they took some weight out here, which is why they call it cavity, because there's a cavity right here. But yeah, that helps the ball get up in the air. Also, when you start getting to like 4-irons and you still have a blade, that thing looks like an actual like sword, knife. Oh. Like honestly, that's the ball flight I'm looking for, and it's not doing anything kind of crazy off the face. There's some clubs that Tacomo, not just Tacomo, any company has these irons where it's like fatter soles, and they like insert like some sort of foam in there, and that basically makes the ball like just jump off the face more like a, I don't know what it's called. It just trampolines off the face. This is not what that is, nor do I want that. I want clubs that go the same distance over and over and over again, and they're consistent. And based on what I've seen what the distance is, especially because I've been playing tournaments where it actually kind of under the gun and have to hit the shots. Distance-wise, they go what I'm looking for. Trajectory-wise, they're pretty consistent. I would say if you're gonna get Tacomo clubs, probably go with the same shafts that you're used to. This is what I had in my old clubs, Dynamic Gold X100s. That does not mean you should get X100s. I don't know why people ask for like what's in the bags, because like, I mean, I guess it might be interesting, but like what I have in my bag is probably not what you should have in your bag. I do get the interesting part, but go with what you have in your shaft. And I don't know, I think most people would probably go in the CBs or the one that is just more player improvement than that one. I was trying to say that as nicely as I can. All right, so now I have the 4-iron. Again, CB, a little bit less weight here. They took it out and then put it in the bottom part of the back side. Wow, this is scientific. Oh, not gonna lie, I hit that one a little bit thin. You can see the ball kind of rising up a little bit. Obviously, if you hit thin, it should add a little bit more spin, but launch a little lower, which is exactly what that one did, unfortunately. That's my fault. There it is. That's a 4-iron for that trajectory. I don't know if there probably aren't tracers on this video, but it's all good. But yeah, that's the right kind of trajectory I'm looking for, the window for the ball to kind of go through. Not too spinny, not too like boring of a trajectory either. It'll stop on green. So again, like that's what I'm looking for out of these clubs. But yeah, I think you guys get the message. You guys have seen me hit these clubs for almost a year now, actually. I've been with these guys for almost a year. And again, I just want to reiterate, the whole marketing thing that a lot of you guys are falling for, they're just blocks of metal. They're quite literally just blocks of metal. This isn't hollow. Same cavity bag designs from this company to that company to that company. They're all the same. And also you'll see like every other year, they'll be like, oh, this year we moved the weight just to be a little bit more on the toe or whatever. And then a couple of years down the line, they move it back to the center or to the heel or whatever. They just keep moving around. That's all they're doing year after year. So don't fall for it. These clubs are obviously direct to consumer, and so they're way cheaper than the other ones. So a lot of these other companies, they have to pay for their clubs to be distributed to, like, let's say Dick's Sporting Goods, whatever, golf, PJ Superstore, let's say. So that they have to pay that extra money, and so to get their margins, like, you basically have to pay more for those clubs because they're doing that. Because Tacomo is direct to consumer, they don't have to pay for all that extra stuff, so you also don't have to pay the extra money. I actually don't know how much these clubs are. I'll put it on the screen, but I think it's like around half of what it normally is. So you get a great product for about half the price. I just think it's a no-brainer, honestly. The quality's there, the ball flight that you're looking for is there, the looks are there. This is the top line, if you guys want to see. Top line, let me show you a clean club at least. Have some manners. Club on the left is a 4-iron, club on the right is an 8-iron. Probably should be more like here or something like that, but you guys get the point. Again, I probably should have talked to Tacomo before I put this video up, but didn't. So these are just my raw thoughts on the Tacomo irons. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We actually put this out because we need to buy some time for some of the editing. We're still working on the second editor, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys made it all the way to the end, give me a thumbs up. Really helps me out if you guys do that. If you're part of the 6% that are watching, they're still not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. I look at every single comment, so leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.